In Psalms 149, it also discusses how saints were given the authority to execute the judgment written. The authority of the saints, the apostles, were to establish and prosper God's church here on earth, even in the surrounding tribulation of so many dying at that time for their faith, not willing to receive the libellus, the mark in their hand, or to sacrifice for their king Caesar and Nero and those and thereon. They would rather die for their faith than be beheaded. We also see in Revelations 20, which is parallel to Revelations 12, how Michael, the angel, had cast Satan into the earth. In Revelations 20, verse 3, casting him into the bottomless pit and shut him up for 1,000 years. Now after that event takes place, we see how the apostles and the saints were rejoicing at that time in the kingdom of God and the power of his Christ. And John, being in a vision at Patmos, which was revealed to him by the Spirit, and he says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them." Now he sees the souls of them because he's seeing a vision of what's taking place. Revelation is symbolic, so one must understand the throne of their power. If you're a manager, you walk in there with your head held high. That's your throne, that's your room, that's you the manager, you a supervisor, you CEO, you the president, your throne is America. If you the president. Therefore, Peter's throne was head of the Christian church. And the apostles were also to be given thrones in heaven with Christ the day of judgment. And so it continues to say how they reigned and lived with Christ for 1,000 years. Now this 1,000 years is parallel to the same time in which Satan was bound for. And in the first setting of Revelation, verse 6, in the releasing of the pale horse and prior to the third horse and the second horse, these events are taking effect. 7, when God pre-elects his 144,000 as we speak. This is happening. And it continues to go on for 1,000 years while Satan is cast into the bottomless pit.